Hello, Brenex TVGH Sunye.
The Agbogbo Mafia of Asogli State, Togbe Afede the 14th, throws out MP for Asin Central Kennedy Agyapong. We bring you details tonight. But the understanding is that the Agbogbo Mafia of Asogli State, Togbe Afede the 14th, had chased out MP for Asin Central Kennedy Ohini Agyapong when the latter went to pay homage to the revered king at his palace in Ho as part of the Asogli Yam Festival. Well, it's a bit scanty in terms of what exactly the issues are, but what we learned is, or what we can say is that if you recall, the firebrand MP has been on some trajectory of pouring out some insulting pronouncements on the revered king. Asaya Dusa is in the studio. We're trying to connect with the Asafofia Chiami and we cannot get him. What do you make of this particular one?
If the reports you are picking, it's confirmed as true, it will be a very huge posture, one that sends clear signals from the Asogli State regarding that particular situation. But of course, it would also raise questions about some of our politicians and of course the statements they often make, which then it turns out to be swept to the back burner whenever they want to go onto the public platforms and push in a phase of more or less reconciliation.
I see. We have the videos showing on our social media page, our Facebook live stream, Class 91.3 FM. So for those of you who want to watch that, where they were seemingly packing the items the firebrand MP Kennedy Agyapong had brought in to pay homage to the chief. And so for those of you who want to watch, you could go there and watch. But the issues of I had heard that earlier today or yesterday, I don't know how that is true, he had made some pronouncement also on Net2 TV or one of his stations, especially one that sounded insulting. People have also said that the Agbogbo Mafia and other chiefs are a bit receptive of some of these things, unlike, if you like, Asantehene and co. What should be the posture going forward for the chiefs especially?
Well, in line with the issues of more or less what you would call diplomacy, one side of me admires what has transpired, if it is indeed true. It's about time our traditional leaders begin to assert their influence, that they will not condone and countenance such statements from politicians at the public arena and secretly tend to more or less link up with them on issues of mutual interest. They must begin to assert themselves, and this is a good way for me. But on the other side of the diplomatic table, where people are supposed to be humane, contain such outbursts from politicians, one people would describe as part of their freedom of speech, of expression and putting out their opinions. We must begin to hint on the fact that yes, no matter how huge your freedoms are, you must be measured when dealing with some of these traditional leaders, because they hold clout, they hold influence, and when it matters, they can't hit you hard.
I see. So again, those videos are on our Facebook live stream, Class 91.3 FM on Facebook, and you can also connect with that. I've had some messages there, especially with regards to that. Hello, Koku. Kennedy Agyapong should have been apprehended and given some lashes for insulting the revered chief of Asogli State. That's Prosper sending that one in from Dawenya. Also from Victor Class FM. Good evening, Class FM. Well done, Togbe Afede, for exhibiting your authority to our admiration. Our chiefs must be taken seriously. I wish the people of Asogli State a happy Yam Festival as we climax it this weekend. Hashtag 505 you say. Also, good evening, Koku. The Asogli State's refusal to throw out Honorable Kennedy Agyapong out of the chief palace is in the right. So it's not refusal. They actually, what we are getting is that he was thrown out, and is the best. You said it's the best thing to do, and served as a lesson to the MPP loyalists and the party people. Well, there's a bashing here for us. Okay, no. Hello, Koku. Why are we falling over ourselves on the death of the Queen of England? Ghana has been plunged into an economic crisis, and here we are talking about the death of someone. PM Don Pram sends that particular one in. Well, we are not falling over the death. Indeed, we are part of Commonwealth nations. We competed in the Commonwealth Games, and so we cannot also pretend as though nothing has happened. Let's go back to Asafofia Chiami Jade of Hobankwe, who has joined us on the line. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm here.
Well, you were trying to explain what exactly happened, but before you go on, Togbe, I just want you to know that we have videos as well of that one, particularly on our stage. So let's hear you.
See, I am delighted that you called me. We are still in procession with Togbe Afede.
Okay.
And today we've had a lot of visitors coming in all over from all companies, all institutions, corporate organizations that are residents in Ho, and chiefs from other places have also visited us. We had a lot of time today with ourselves, and so I want to say I thank everybody who tried as much as possible to be here to celebrate with us. Tomorrow is the grand ceremony. We wish that all will be here to grace the occasion for us. Going forward on the matter, when he came, I received him, actually. I received Honorable Kennedy Agyapong to go and greet the chiefs. And then we found a place for him to sit. And then we got them water and others. And so I was the one who was prompted to tell the MC that he has another program at UPSA at 5. And that if we could keep him so that he will be announced and then his donations and gifts will be received before he goes away, that will be fine. So I also say I'll take the matter to the seniors or the people who are on the high table. So we told them, and the organizers were like, every other person who came to the program was equally important. Important, you understand me? And that organizations have been sitting since morning. Some like Bank of Ghana, some like Ghana Commercial Bank, prisons, 66 Artillery Regiment, and other institutions which it has not gotten to their tent. And so if we should just keep him, which on normal grounds will not spoil anything, but thinking that other people will be offended by the fact that they gave favoritism to him will not be proper. The Asafo or Esamfo or all the drumming and dancing groups were with him. In fact, the municipality.
Asafofia Chiami, can you hear me, Togbe? So what it means is that what I get is that you are being diplomatic with the issue. I want to know whether or not.
No, because I sat there throughout.
Yes.
What happened last minute was that he was not talking to his friends, but they realized that they were getting late, so they decided to just move away. Okay?
So I'm saying that, is it true or not that